Hi, I'm Dr. Russ, and this is Unit 13. Revise and redraft your paper. In Unit 12, you got all kinds of feedback for your paper. You did a peer review where you asked a classmate to read your paper and give you feedback. And you also did a self-review where you read your own paper and took notes about what you needed to improve. So what do you do with all this feedback? That's what we'll learn in this unit. So let's get started. In this video, you'll learn how to decide what to do with all the feedback you get. You'll learn how to correct the issues that were found in your paper, and you'll learn how to do this week's assignment. The goal for this unit is to use the feedback and findings you received to redraft and revise the paper. So, how do you use the feedback? The second part of the revise stage involves redrafting the paper and revising the paper. Let's look at what those are. First of all, you have to decide what you're going to do with all the feedback. So consider the feedback from the peer review and your own findings from the self-review. You might also want to go back and look at any feedback on earlier assignments that you got from your instructor or lab assistant. Start by fixing the bigger issues first. Look for arguments that are unclear or illogical. Look for areas where information would be better presented in a different order. Look for passages where additional information or explanation is needed. And also look for passages that are irrelevant to your overall argument. Then you'll correct the issues through redrafting and revising. Redrafting is substantially adding or removing content from your paper. The kinds of problems that require redrafting are insufficient evidence to support main ideas effectively, or too many generalities rather than specific facts. Revising is making changes to the structure of the paper and reformulating arguments. Generally, that means rearranging things. Problems that require revising include too much summarizing rather than analyzing, and an illogical or unclear sequence of information. Let's look at the assignment now. You will demonstrate that you can describe decisions to add content, remove content, or restructure the paper. And then you will revise or redraft your paper as needed. Here's how to get ready for the peer review. Start by reviewing the feedback you gave yourself in the self-review and the feedback your classmate gave you in the peer review. Then review the applying feedback section in the Unit 12 video or notes. And now let's look at how to redraft and revise the paper. Start by deciding where you need to revise and redraft the paper. You're not required to use all the feedback you get, but you should consider it all seriously. Then revise and redraft the paper as you have planned. Be aware, redrafting may require you to go search for more sources online like you did earlier. Then submit the revised redrafted paper to your instructor. How will your paper be evaluated? First, the paper should be organized logically using paragraphs. Each paragraph should be focused clearly on one central idea expressed in a clear topic sentence. And each paragraph should be relevant to the research problem or thesis statement. You should use appropriate transitions to clarify the connections between paragraphs and sentences. And there should be evidence that you thoroughly revised the paper and addressed any feedback. And as always, you need to submit the assignment by the due date. If you have any questions, please ask your lab assistant or instructor.